Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to announce the 2024 Cedartown High School's Mr. and Miss Bulldog. Your 2025 CHS Miss Bulldog is Carly Geis.
Who do you think it is?
I don't know. Coach, don't leave. Don't leave.
God bless. And go Dawgs.
Who was Mr. Bulldog?
Sam Smith.
Is a win no matter what, and we play in a 6A school 27-7. What are some of your thoughts on this game tonight?
Well, I think, first you got to think we didn't have a very long week. We had a very quick turnaround, so I was a little bit worried that what happened might happen, just being a little bit flat. But I thought we executed well. When we executed well, things went well. I think I guess the downside for me is all the penalties. Offensively and defensively, I think we had way too many penalties. That drive right there at the end of the game, it was prolonged by penalties. So the big thing is, just getting out of our own way.
I saw some aggressive penalties, and I don't know that I feel so bad about some of the aggressive penalties. I didn't necessarily think that was a targeting on Tay. Look, I'm not asking you to comment on the refereeing, but there's a difference in some of the penalties.
Well, I mean, there's things that you can do to kind of curb those. I didn't see a couple of them, so I can't comment on them, but I'll look at it on film, and then we'll coach them up, so it don't happen again.
Coach, just a little sidestep here about Mr. Bulldog. That is one of the highest honors we can bestow upon any of our players, and I think you named the right guy. Sam Smith, one of those quality players that earned his way on the football field. Can you talk a little bit about Sam?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Sam shows up every day and gives his best effort. Now, I don't name Mr. Bulldog. Let me say that.
I know that. Yeah.
But no, Sam shows up every day and works his behind off, and it shows. He plays 100%. He's 100 miles an hour all the time. I enjoy coaching Sam and enjoy watching him play.
Coach, serious fans and fair weather fans are already saying this is a great Bulldog football team. Are you ready to say some things about our team? I mean, we're doing some really big things. Our talent guys are really demonstrating their talent. Looked like our offensive line was knocking them out of there pretty good. I'm a big Anderson Kennard fan.
Yeah, we're senior heavy. So we should be.
Okay.
And Anderson's a multi-year starter. You can go down that line. Orlando Lopez is a multi-year starter. Reese Smith. So in the middle there, and then Isaiah. I mean, I can't say enough about Isaiah honestly because he's been here every day. We started in February so he could learn to play quarterback, and I mean he had played it before, but just he's been here every day. And it's being unselfish really because he's a defensive player.
He is.
He's chomping at the bit to play defense. But I think we got to be smart. We got a lot of football games to play. So, but he had to play a little bit the other night. But
he did.
I'm real proud of him. And then you go in the backfield. You got Sam, Jewels, Tay, Pee Wee, Price, and then you got DeMarcus and Aston on the outside. So. And then Quinlan Cawthorn is getting in the mix. He's just going to get better and better. So he's in the fold there. And then defensively, you got Jacoby on the defensive line that kind of anchors the D line, and then Michael Gibbons. Michael makes a ton of tackles and a ton of plays, and he's just a quiet leader. And then obviously Sam and Jewels, and then Tay and DeMarcus, and then Rohan Kent's a 10th grader that's playing for us right now. Tay, DeMarcus, and Aston are the seniors in the secondary. So all those guys, they should be because a lot of them have played a lot of football. So there's a lot of things we can get better at, obviously. But I was proud tonight to be able to execute short practice week. I mean, we didn't have a normal week at all. So. But they didn't either, so we were able to execute and come away with a win. So that's all we could really want.
Well, Coach, you've coached in a lot of high-pressure games, and I was just thinking about this senior group. Knows what it's like to go to the top of the mountain, and you feel sort of this maturity with this football team. Am I reading that right?
Well, knock on wood, they have shown some maturity this year.
Yeah.
They show up every day, and that's the big thing.
I know.
I mean, a lot of times, you know, they'll get frustrated because this isn't going right or that ain't right, but they show up every day, and you know, you're going to get better, and that's what you really want. I mean, everybody's football is going to end. They got to show up every day and fight and go to work and provide for their families and all those kind of things, and I hope that that's what they're learning.
Since we had a Thursday night game, are you going to change this? Are they going to have tomorrow off, or is there going to be any little bit of downtime because we play next Friday? That doesn't get any easier.
Well, I mean, we'll do our normal thing in school, and then we'll get on our regular week, hopefully, starting Sunday.
Looked like everybody was healthy, and I know that's a critical part of any program is staying healthy. We're healthy now, right?
So far, I mean, we got a couple nicks and bruises. Obviously, you play physical football game and finish on Sunday and then play again on Thursday. So, you know, they don't feel 100%, I'm sure. And that'll be a big thing tomorrow and this weekend, is just trying to recover a little bit and you know, get some treatment for bumps and bruises too.
I believe we beat a good football team tonight.
Yeah, they're a team on the rise. You know, I knew it based on the film that I saw. You know, so and they've got some speed and some talent. So and Coach Hines is doing an excellent job there. He's in his second year, and he's doing a really good job with them.
Well, here's your fan question. I had someone tell me to ask you this, so I'm just the conduit, Coach. Just remember that. How did you feel when you saw Tate bust out for that 78-yarder? I just want to know how you felt.
Well, it was we were. I saw it, you know, kind of matriculating. And I said we had it in the other series, and we just came to it, and we want to take care of football right there. So called timeout just to make sure everybody was understanding what the situation was, and then. You know, and that's what he's got to do. You know, he's getting better. I think he's getting better as a running back.
I agree. And he's already a great defensive back.
Yeah, and he's getting better as a running back. So, and that's he's going to have to, because you know we have to get a lot out of our kids here, and they do a good job of you know, letting us.
Did you check off with DeMarcus Gardner at all? I noticed it's looked like a couple of times when I spotted a single coverage, you got him the ball.
Yeah, I mean, we were trying. They gave him a little bit all night, but then you know, throwing the ball wasn't going well at times. We had a protection issue, a couple of protection issues in the first half, and we didn't have to come back to it. So, but no, and DeMarcus made a heck of a catch down here.
He did.
And the guys all on top of him, and Isaiah, you know, throws it on time, and DeMarcus just turns around and snags it out of the air. But we just play behind the sticks too much. You know, we're behind the sticks on that drive, and then we just keep shooting ourselves in the foot there.
Coach, I saw a very warm handshake between you and our former great coach, John Hill, who coached many years here. You and he are friends, and I think I've told you before, you remind me so much of him. Your friendship goes back a few years.
Yeah, you know, when I got a job here, I started looking around, and I couldn't talk to 3 people without mentioning Coach Hill.
Yeah, love him.
You know, when you go in the field house, and his mark is all over it and all over the program. And he and I talk
hey, darling,
a good bit every couple of weeks, and he watches the games, and he'll text me, and you know, I think that somebody who gave 24 years, I think it was 24 years of their career and their life to a place needs to be recognized, and you know, they don't need to be thrown by the wayside, because there's a lot of wisdom.
Better believe it.
There's a ton of wisdom that he provides, and you know, obviously, you know, whether people know it or not, as coaches, you know, you're hard on them, but you're trying to get a lot out of them, and you're coaching them for down the road. And I think as people get away, they kind of realize that. Yep. And I think they realize that about Coach Hill is kind of what he was doing. They didn't realize it at the time, but they realize it now.
I love and respected him, and I can't imagine playing for any other coach. Coach, congratulations, great win.
Thank you.
That's the story from down here on the 40-yard line, not the 50. Coach, I started to say Coach John Hill. Wait, Tay, come out here, please. Tay, stand right here. We got Tay Harris out here. Tay, first of all, look, congratulations on the win tonight. You had really a big game. Tell us what this win meant for y'all. It was a non-region game, but you took care of business.
It really meant a lot to us. You know, coming in, you know, we've had 2 games in 5 days.
Yeah.
So we were just really keyed on this weekend. Just the word of the week was progress. So, you know, we just had to keep that same intensity. Coach Abrams challenged us to have the same intensity from last week +1. So, you know, we were just trying to come out here and get the win. You know, just do what we do. You know, keep the ball on the ground, keep the ball in the air, just do what we do, and just come out here and get the win.
I don't think you ever leave the field. I've seen you on the kickoff team, the defense and offense. You know, you really are a leader, and you can just see it in so many ways.
Yes, sir.
First thing I saw after a 78-yard touchdown run is you were running to grab other guys.
Yes, sir.
So
yeah, you know, me and Coach Words, we worked a lot on my speed.
I saw that, yeah.
So, you know, just getting my speed right. They say that was 23 miles per hour, so we'll see. So it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It felt pretty good being in the open.
I was talking to Andrew Carter and Joe McClendon, and I say that you're a 4.240 guy. You were at least that coming down the field. Do you know what your 40 time is? Do you know?
My most recent one was 4.37. But, you know, I ain't ran in about 6 months, so we'll see.
Tay, congratulations. I think the sky may be the limit for this team. Do you guys feel like you can go a long way?
Yeah, so we got a great senior program this
year. You do?
You know, it was a lot of stuff that we was missing last year. I'm not going to say what exactly, but, you know,
I got it.
This year, but, you know, we just coming together as a team. You know, we just have senior talks all the time. You know, just text each other, how you doing, man? Doing good, need anything, stuff like that. We just got to have that senior leadership. That's what's going to take the win, you know, at a small town like this. You know, we got two great guys. You know, we all grew up together and stuff like that. So, you know, we just trying to really dial into that and stuff like that. We always got to fall back on the brotherhood that we've always had since we were little, you know. So we just, senior leadership, it can take us a long way.
I know you don't really pay attention to the crowd, but Rockmart game and this game, Tay, we had a lot of Bulldog fans here.
It was a lot. I appreciate that from our fans and our community. It really meant a lot. Helped us out a lot, you know.
Tay Harris, number 27. Number 27 on the field, number 1 in my heart, I can tell you that. Tay, I love you, buddy. I love you.
Yes, sir. Love you too, man.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
All right. That's the story from down here on the football field, guys. We're going to throw it back up to y'all. 27-7, Bulldogs on top. We're 2-0. Frank Burgess Jr., I love you, buddy. Miss you. Hope to see you next week at Alexander, guys. Up to you.